Baseball. Who doesn't like a good baseball game in the summertime? One of my favorite childhood memories was of sitting on the sofa in front of the TV on a Saturday afternoon and watching a Dodger game with my dad, and occasionally going to the ballpark, having a dog and a Coke, and cheering them on. Baseball truly is America's national pastime. As Billy Beane, played by Brad Pitt, said in the movie Moneyball, it's hard not to be romantic about baseball. It can be as tense as a chess game, or it can be as exciting as, well, a Grand Slam home run. As Terrence Mann, played by James Earl Jones, said in the movie Field of Dreams, baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Unfortunately, times have changed, and so has baseball. Recently, the Los Angeles Dodgers decided to invite, or actually re-invite, a drag group to perform at their Pride Night on June 16th. But not just any drag group. The group they've invited is called the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. This is a group of men who dress in lewd imitations of Roman Catholic nuns, in white face makeup and basically drag makeup over that, and mockeries of nun habits. They perform perverse and, quite frankly, blasphemous acts during their shows. They openly mock Christ's commandments to go and sin no more. They say, go and sin some more instead. I was going to include some footage of one of their performances, but I decided not to because it's really too obscene to post. And there could be children watching, but as they say, I watched it so you don't have to. I'm going to describe the video to you. They had a man portraying Jesus in a loincloth and hanging on a cross in the center of their stage. A man in drag, he was apparently one of the nuns, but he took off his habit. Underneath there was like a sequined pair of shorts and a halter top. He proceeded to get up onto the cross. He was also wearing, I believe, like 8-inch plexiglass hooker heels. Got up onto the cross and proceeded to use the cross and the human representation of Christ as a pole to pole dance on, obscenely grinding on him while the crowd cheered him on. This crosses a line. They call this satire. But to any believing Christian, especially Catholics, I'm not a Catholic, but especially Catholics since this directly mocks them, this is a brazen display of open mockery and outright hatred against our shared beliefs. This is a slap and a spit right in our face. And they think we should just accept this. Roll over like a good Christian dog And if you don't, you are transphobic. By which they mean trans-hating, but obviously nobody in the LGBTQ community has any scholarship in Greek, because they apparently don't know what the word phobos actually means. Well, I'm sorry. They asked me for tolerance, and I gave it. But my tolerance has limits. And this is obviously hate speech. This is not satire. And it is not hate to reject hate. Let me say that again. It is not hate to reject hate. Honestly, if they were doing this in a Muslim country and mocking Muhammad, they'd all be headless by now. But they know they can get away with it here because Christians have that whole turn the other cheek code. Christians are actually one of the last acceptable targets for bigotry in this country. Now, it's not our place to display any sort of violence, of course. Let me be very clear on that. The scripture says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a person sows, this he will also reap. These men will one day stand before the God they mocked and be forced to give an account. But this is God who will be their final judge, not us. But in the meantime, we do not have to support this sort of thing. And it is way past time we stopped remaining silent on things like this. We can protest, and we can and should boycott. The Dodgers have publicly made it known to their fans that they have absolutely no regard for the religious sensibilities of the majority of their fans. This isn't just celebrating pride. This is a big middle finger towards their fans who are people of faith. I would urge any Dodger fan to boycott Dodger games until the team openly apologizes for offending the majority of their fans. I would also urge any Christian fan of baseball, period, to boycott any Dodger game your favorite team plays. And I would urge the Christians on the team, and I know there are a few, to simply refuse to play until the Dodgers apologize for this. You guys make millions. I know you can afford to strike. Let us meet the unbelief and the hate in our society, not with more hate, but with our faith. And for those of you that might be my friends that are seeing me make this video, who agree with this sort of thing and think that I'm wrong, let's have that talk. At any rate, pray for the Dodgers and their management and their teammates. This field, this game, it's part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Despite what some people will tell you, there once was good in this land. It wasn't all bad. Good, kind-hearted people who believed in good things and in the good of others, their neighbors, and their fellow man used to be. And I pray that this nation and baseball can be good again. peace, and God bless.